Now that the college football season is over and a new national champion has been crowned, our focus now shifts to the NFL draft. What better way to kick off draft season than with the scouting report on the nation's top player, quarterback Joe Burrow from LSU. Joe Burrow had a spectacular senior season for the LSU Tigers, seemingly coming out of nowhere to have one of the most prolific statistical seasons for a quarterback in NCAA history. In 15 games, Joe Burrow racked up an astounding 5,671 yards while throwing for an NCAA record 60 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. He also came very close to setting the NCAA completion percentage record with a completion percentage of 76.3%. Burrow won numerous awards, including the Heisman Trophy and the Maxwell Award, and he topped it all off with a national championship win over the defending champion Clemson Tigers. Burrow is considered by most to be the top quarterback heading into the 2020 NFL Draft, and unless something catastrophic happens, he will be the number 1 overall pick to the Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow made a lot of big plays this season, and he did it against the nation's best competition. When breaking down his film, it was obvious to see why he did what he did this past season. Watching Burrow on film, there's a lot to like about his game. The first thing that stands out to me is his mobility. He's not a running quarterback by any means, but he does a very good job of avoiding defenders and keeping plays alive with his legs. He's not always looking to run, but when things break down within the pocket, he has no problem taking off and running with the ball. He has very good speed for a guy his size, and once he gets in the open field, he can cover a lot of ground. Burrow has a good feel for the pass rush and shows very good pocket presence. I love how he doesn't panic once the pressure is on from the pass rush. He shows that he can move effectively within the pocket while also keeping his eyes downfield and making accurate throws. There were numerous occasions during the season where Burrow was able to escape being sacked and found a way to get the ball to one of his receivers downfield. Mobility is becoming more and more important for quarterbacks in today's NFL. Joe Burrow is a more than capable athlete, and his mobility is one of his strengths in my opinion. Joe Burrow has a nice arm, and I think he's more than capable of making most throws at the NFL level. I don't think he has the arm strength and velocity of a Patrick Mahomes or a Carson Wentz, but he's still shown the ability to drive the ball downfield and get it where it needs to go. For what Burrow lacks in sheer arm strength, I believe he makes up for it in accuracy and touch. He completed 76% of his passes this season, and these were throws of all varieties and of all difficulties. While watching him on film, rarely did I see him miss his receivers downfield. What was most impressive to me was his deep ball accuracy and touch. He almost always puts the ball in the right spot when he's throwing deep. He puts nice spin on the ball and gets it there relatively quickly. Not too often did I see Burrow throw lobs downfield that took forever to get to his receivers. He has very clean mechanics as well, and he gets rid of the ball quickly without much wasted movement. The only thing that I can see being a concern when it comes to Joe Burrow is the fact that he has so many weapons at LSU this past season, especially out wide at receiver. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are 2 of the best receivers in the country in my opinion. They made a lot of spectacular catches throughout the season, and I have no doubt that both are first-round talents. People will question whether Joe Burrow is truly as good as advertised or if he was a product of the talent surrounding him. While Chase and Jefferson are elite receivers, I don't think that takes away from anything Joe Burrow has accomplished and what he can do on the field. Joe Burrow arguably had the best individual season of any college football player in history, and I believe he'll continue to play at a high level in the NFL. He may not be a generational talent or a once-in-a-lifetime prospect, but he honestly doesn't need to be that. He has a good skill set and he plays the quarterback position very well. I think in the right situation, he'll be able to thrive and show why he's the best quarterback in the 2020 NFL Draft.